Hello folks, and welcome to episode 2 of the Evil Genius Let's Play. Now, when we last left off in our tropical island, we will remember that we captured a maid by the name of Lana Liang, who had found herself wandering onto our island and into our base. Our base at the moment is currently running a bit of a skeleton crew, 13 construction workers, Jubei and Maximilian. We are currently not really generating any heat on the world map, if we take a look. I should have mentioned last time, heat is how badly do the good guys want to get us. A low heat means that they send investigators and stuff just to check things out. Higher heat sees them start to send saboteurs and thieves. They can even send in the army, which is they will shoot on sight, and they are quite dangerous. We'll also come to see some other nasty sorts later that are more liable to show up during higher heat. But for the time being, we're not generating any. We don't have enough notoriety for the world powers to bother with. So far, so good. We're going to do another attempt to steal their library blueprints, this time sending 5 construction workers and Jubei to make sure it gets done properly. So, here we can see Rick Ibrahim saddling up for a mission. Now, I apparently have new objectives. Let's look at them. The civilian maid could yield useful information to your men. Interrogate her to train up an advanced minion. Yes, we will do this a little bit later. Now, one of the very neat features of this game I find is that everything you do happens. I order people to go into the world, they leave for the depot, and the boat arrives. The Evil One is the name of the ship. And so, our minions, including Jubei, embark on the journey. I'm gonna see if I can turn down the sound effects a little bit. Oh dear. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. This game is rather quite loud. Now, all aboard. The ship retracts the what would you call it? The gangway? No. Well, I'm sure it's some word. Let me know if you work it out. Then we can watch on the world map. We can see that our minions have arrived. Jubei is fair at stealing money, good at protecting other minions during a battle, and terrible at plotting. So, he's a strong man, but not very bright. Construction workers, generally bad at everything, but also free, so I'm not too fussed. Let's get those blueprints. Now, if I had enough control panels here, I would actually be able to see the time left, the amount of risk this would carry, level of heat the mission would generate. See, this meter has gone up a bit because I now have a bunch of people out in the wider world doing nasty stuff. Might see how much notoriety I would gain from it as well. So, here's hoping these guys manage to nick the library blueprints for the time being. At the moment, I think this is going to be a fairly laid back episode, because we will be aiming to do the acts of infamy, and also constructing ourselves an interrogation chair, I believe. Something like this would be good. Interrogation is one of those things that generates loyalty in your minions, because they want to see you do evil things. Otherwise, they're wondering, why didn't I just start a 9 to 5? So, we can watch our good friend Elliot Suzuki get on his way to buy us the new interrogation chair we ordered. So, as mentioned, here he goes with the gold. Goes into the depot and picks up the boxed up IKEA Förhör interrogation chair. I mean, you can tell it's kind of flat pack furniture based on the size of stuff it comes into. There we go. One interrogation chair. Oh, she's calling.
I need to be here.
She's calling for some company. Let's humor her for a bit while we wait for our minions out in the world to do their thing.
Yes.
As you can see, the hand has a crossed out option. It doesn't seem like we can do it with her. Unfortunately, I really rather quite wanted to gloat, but if we capture an enemy operative, you bet that we will be able to do some major gloating. 4 workers, smash, 3 workers, 1 risk. Yes, let's actually send out 4 more construction workers to the Saber territory to do the Forging Ahead mission. Bruce the Dingo McGraw is a master forger currently languishing in prison. His skill can't be faulted, but his common sense leaves something to be desired. He was only caught because he tried to spend his forged money before the ink had dried.
This is Pacific FM, and I'm Larry Driscoll, keeping you up to date with regional events from California all the way up to Alaska. The story on everyone's lips today is the big felony committed earlier. No one knows who's responsible yet, but everyone's got a theory. Isn't that right, Bill?
Yeah. Even the penguins in Alaska got a theory, Larry.
Penguins are from the South Pole, Bill.
Damn it, Larry. Why do you always show me up on air?
So there we go. We have now stolen the library blueprints.
To get advanced maidens, you need to capture a skilled civilian victim and interrogate them.
Thank you, video tutorial. I wasn't expecting you, but you're going to show up anyway, aren't you? And now we have the ability to construct an archives room for our minions where they can replenish their smarts. I think this room here I want to actually make into a freezer. The reason for this is that the armory kind of makes this room a necessity after a while.
Object has been ordered.
See, I kind of want Yes, thank you, miss.
Object will be moved shortly.
There we go, 3 freezer rods.
Object has been ordered.
I'm going to leave this post for now, however, because we do not yet have the funds necessary to carry out the operation. So, now let's do this mission and free Bruce the Dingo McGraw.
Mission underway.
Understaffed control room. What a shame. Hopefully these construction workers will be... Oh, we took a couple of losses, I see. Hopefully they manage to hold out the last 2 guys before the mission finishes. Ah, good work,
Hello, dear.
gentlemen.
This is Abdul's Eye in the Sky, reporting on traffic from the top of an elephant. From up here, I can see a tailback ahead caused by a sacred cow in the road. There is also a tailback behind me caused by, well, by my elephant. Moving on to news from the subcontinent, the evil mastermind has struck again, despite the best efforts of Sable's colonial forces.
Oop. Now what gives? Emily Ushakov. Oh, so this is a different maid. I guess the maid we had captured died in the cell. Perhaps this could be a lesson to feed our prisoners, but we're evil, damn it. We shouldn't have to. Okay. So that's us doing that mission. We now have notoriety of 6. The notoriety score, or the notoriety counter, is actually one part of what calculates our minion allotment. So now we can have 18 construction workers, which will enable us to do acts of infamy a lot faster. Okay, though, let's see. I'm kind of curious how much the freezer will cost. I think it is 307. Oop, I accidentally muted my microphone. 375 per square, and it's 4x4 room plus 2, so it's 16 squares plus 2, so 18 squares. So 375 times. Right, so 6,750, and plus then 15,000. Okay, so a 20,000 room, this little thing, I'll say.
Commencing mission.
Now you may ask, why is this guy spending his time doing numbers on the freezers rather than actively playing? And that's actually part of the upside and at the same time the downside of this game, which is that sometimes you don't really have all that much you need to do in any given time. Oh dear, 3 minions left. So what are they doing? Operatives have uncovered a smash listening post and staging area for covert operations. It appears that this cell has effectively curtailed criminal activities in the region. Destroying this operation will send a clear message to the forces of justice. A new power is rising, and no pesky do-gooders are going to stop it.
Good morning.
This is Sahara event, covering current events across all of Northern Africa. Our big story is the shocking raid that took place earlier today. The identity of those responsible is still not known, but Smash is reported to have several leads they are investigating. And now, the weather. The outlook for the Sahara is the same as usual. Drier than a dehydrated cream cracker on a Sunday.
I'll say. Eventually we will be able to get the proper guard force up and running, and I think once we have done this final act of infamy here, fishy business, stolen secret documents reveal that Anvil is implementing a new round-the-clock offshore patrol system using disguised junks filled with the latest in electronic detection equipment. We can stretch this fledgling operation beyond breaking point by feeding the local dolphin population fish-wrapped radio and sonar beacons. Yes. Yes. Seems like a very good idea. So now those gents will be working on that, and once we've received word that they have succeeded in their mission, we will send out a fellow to interrogate the maid.
Hello there. This is Reverend Archer with the Polynesian Public Service broadcast on a mission in Papua New Guinea. I've got an exciting program lined up for you today. First a few hymns and a bit of a prayer, then we'll see if the Makat tribe managed to give up headhunting for Lent. I've also heard that some evil men have recently been causing mischief in these parts, so make sure you take a good book with you at all times.
It's a British colony. Now, as you can see there, Jubei was actually taken out in the process. Presumably he tried to wrangle a dolphin. That's not what the mission was about, but so it goes. Now, he is not dead, but he is going to have to get his own ride back. This is going to take a little while. We will get an alert when he does manage, because he's currently working his way back to us. Those are the brakes. Here you can also see the difference in income between a level 9 region and a level 1 region. This guy could only make us $50 in the Polynesians, but here he's making us 400 every minute. Not a bad hourly wage, that. So we have enough control panels here. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 control panels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it seems like 6 control panels are the maximum needed in order to reach into any area. 5. Yes. So what we can do then is we can add on a small expansion to the control room for when we do need to build us another 2 pairs of control panels. When I was little, I didn't pay any mind to the amount of control panels I needed. So I would at all times have a control room with likely about how many could that be? Yes, probably 8 or 10 control panels, because, well, control panels are neat.
Road construction underway. Road construction unpaused.
With that in mind, I'm going to send another 3 guys here and another 3 guys here. This is for purposes of generating income for us. And finally, we're going to find out what she knows. So, I give an interrogation.
Order confirmed. Awaiting interrogation device selection.
As the lady said, interrogation device selection. In this case, we're going to use the interrogation chair.
Prisoner interrogation requested.
There we go.
Select an interrogation device to proceed.
A right click. Now this is the guy in charge of the interrogation, Tim Ellis. Tim here is going to get himself a promotion, I think. Now then, time to find out what Miss Amalie Ushakov knows.
Goods.
Right, tell us all your maid secrets, Miss Ushakov.
Das Fussi. Ah. Dies Ventil. Ventil der Fussi.
Maid. Oh.
Objective complete.
Handgun cabinet, rifle cabinet, mess hall, staff room, inner sanctum.
As well as being a cash candy job.
Thank you. So there we go. Now that we've done that, the forces of justice, terribly upset at my new acquisition of a valet, are going to be putting some effort towards stopping my antics. This includes periodically sending out agents that will attempt to stop my minions from stealing funds. Will increase the recruitment speed a little bit. And they're also going to start sending agents to our island. And obviously we're not too keen on that. So we are going to get us a small training room.
New home build order confirmed.
It's going to need 2 school desks.
Object purchase order confirmed. Room construction unpaused.
To start out anyway. Ah yes, here we have a pair of agents. So I think it's actually time for us to build that freezer, because we will soon find ourselves in a situation where we need it. Mr. Roberts and Herr Ebling from Saber. And as you can see, they're a bit interested in what's going on through this base area here. They're not entirely sure, but they have a fairly good idea it's something unpleasant. And in this case, they would be right. We also have here, we have Lawrence Richardson, Lloyd T. Bailey, Glenn Thompson from Patriot. Presumably also not very happy with what I'm doing out in the world. Come to check out the island, catch some rays, maybe some menacing masterminds, who knows. But if they do attempt anything, Jubei will be around to put a stop to their antics. I might like to dispatch another 4 construction workers out into the world to collect some funds. Money is important after all, especially to someone in the business of world domination, as it were. The security desk is an important device because with it you can have a minion sitting there and watching surveillance footage of your base. In practical terms, this means that I can set up a surveillance camera somewhere and a loudspeaker somewhere. If then the surveillance camera spots a tagged agent, the loudspeakers will direct appropriate minions towards them in order to make sure that they are appropriately dealt with. So I want 5 valets, and one of them should soon be showing up to train people. Now these gentlemen here, they are getting rather quite dangerously close to uncovering things they shouldn't. Yes, they are, so.
You cannot escape.
There we go. 2 incapacitated agents later. They will then be taken into the holding cells for data disposal. What I could do would be to put them in some sort of interrogation device that brainwashes and befuddles them into thinking that they've seen nothing and let them go. This is generally a good option. So, let's see if I can create a mess hall.
Room construction underway.
With... Oh my, that is an expensive room. I think that may have to wait. At least now I have some form of room where they can be questioned. Also,
Like the wind.
I can mock them for their failures at reporting anything, and I gain notoriety from doing so.
Interrogation order confirmed. Awaiting interrogation device selection.
I need to be here.
Oh, he did not care for the gloating at all, so he attempted an escape.
What's this?
it did not work out so well for him. Now, minion recruitment works like this, or minion training rather. You have an experienced minion and a training implement, in this case a school desk, and the trained minion will educate the untrained one until eventually they get promoted. The benefit of interrogating people like this is that they cause your minions to gain loyalty, as earlier mentioned. Now this is what I was talking about when I mentioned that there are agents in place. This here is this guy is going to increase the minion attrition, meaning that minions are going to die even without my input.
Intruder alert! Security door bypassed.
Oh my word. I think at some point we should probably consider arming ourselves
Order confirmed.
with some handgun racks. And
Intruder tagged for psychological weakening. Capture tag issued.
Surrender is not honorable.
Warning, burglary in progress.
oh dear. We're going to have us a bit of a scrap, I believe. We're going to have us quite the scrap. But the burglar has been put into jail.
Weaken tag issued.
Of course, they don't really pay very much attention to what's going on, but oh dear, this is quite bad. There are a lot of agents in the base now. Far too far into the base, actually.
My blade is drawn.
Oh. I'm going to actually dispatch some guards. Or not dispatch. I'm going to send some minions over to acquire a guard. To kidnap this guy. Oh no, truly horrifying. Please finish him off. Thank you. Please capture this guy and execute that guy, interrogate that guy.
Interrogation requested. Select an interrogation device to proceed.
So as you can see, all of a sudden we get a significantly higher level of action than we've seen before. But I believe on that note we're going to call this episode, and I'm gonna thank everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next one, where we will see if we get our guard and we will set up some automated defenses. Thank you for watching.